Official support for the Pebble smartwatch is coming to an end, and that is a very sad thing for a lot of us fans of the Pebble smartwatches. We love these watches because of the long battery life, simplistic user interface, and it was just great on the wrist. It felt great. And yes, Fitbit is coming out of the Versa, and that looks like a great step forward in that Pebble design. It might be a good successor, but I think I found a watch that is a better replacement for the Pebble. And I waited 40 days to do this review. 40 days. Why did I wait 40 days? Well, because I didn't want to charge it. I wanted to wait until I needed to charge this watch on one charge. I did 40 days on one charge. And I'm going to review it right now. We're talking about the Xiaomi Amazfit Bip. And this is why I think it's better than the Pebble. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase right now. This is the reason you're going to buy this watch. The battery life. 40 days off of one charge. I haven't charged this for 40 days. I went to 4 different continents. I had 3 business trips within the span. I didn't charge this watch once. And that is absolutely what I want in a smartwatch. Absolutely what I loved about the Pebble. The Pebble 2, at best, only got me about 5 days. And then the Huawei Fit, which was my battery champion to this day, to this point, was only 7 days. So this completely blows both of those watches out. I just can't say anything more than this. This is why you would buy this watch. As a smartwatch owner or a fitness tracker, 40 days, one charge, it's great. You go more than 1 month without a charge. And the second reason you would buy this watch is because of the notifications. The notifications here are much better than on the Huawei Fit, which kind of sacrificed the notification aspect for the battery life. And the user interface on this particular watch, this Amazfit Bip, is much more sophisticated, much cleaner, much nicer to use. I really like what Xiaomi has done here. This is a very simplistic yet fruitful type of watch interface. Yes, you're not going to get apps, and I'm okay with that because I've come to the point where all I really need on a smartwatch is, yeah, it will be great to track my steps, heart rate, which it does, which this watch does, but the main thing I want is to look at my watch at a glance to see my notifications. Someone text messages me and I'm walking or driving, I don't want to pull out my phone. I just want to take a quick glance, see what the message is. Yes, it would be great if I had the ability to press a button, speak to it, and it'll translate my text and send it out, which a lot of smartwatches do, but none of those watches match this battery life. So I'm actually okay with just looking at the notifications, and then if I deem it necessarily, I pull out my phone and type up the message I need to send. But yeah, this is why I love this particular smartwatch. Its notification and it pushes notifications to me very well, very cleanly, very organized. I really, really appreciate what it does here. And on a side note too, if you are still holding on to that Pebble 2 watch, you're losing that voice dictation very soon. Once the official support is gone, you're going to have a hard time getting that voice dictation. So in essence, you're only going to be able to push the notifications through anyway. So that's exactly what this does here on this watch. So I think this is a perfect replacement for the Pebble 2 as it is now. And the third reason you'll probably want to buy this watch is for the design and the build. Because yes, it looks like a Apple Watch, or it kind of looks like a Pebble Time, but I think we've gotten to that point where it's okay that it looks like an Apple Watch, as long as it's functional and it does a great job at what it does. And the Amazfit Bip does that. And what I mean by this is I do think it actually is a better design than the Pebble 2, mainly for that curved glass. So the glass on this watch completely curves around on all sides, just like the Apple Watch does. And that, if you've ever tried the Apple Watch or wore a premium watch that feels that way, where the glass curves out, kind of like a Samsung phone as well, it just, the rounded edges just makes it feel so much more premium. It's such a great feeling on your finger. And I do have to say though, it's a plastic watch, plastic body, but because of this glass that curves, which your finger touches the majority of the time, it feels so great on your wrist. It's awesome. I really like the design of this watch. Now, in terms of whether this is a great fitness tracker or not, that I cannot vouch for because I'm not a really big fitness guy. But I can tell you I took this on a trip to Hong Kong where I walked nonstop, 20,000 steps a day, And we had a lot of other devices. We had a lot of different phones and watches. Lito was wearing a different type of watch. We walked basically the same steps. And our track counters and our heart rates and stuff like that all really matched up with the other devices we were using. So at least it's consistent with the other tech devices. So not everything is perfect, of course. I mean, this is a review. I do have to tell you the cons. And there are a couple little things. Nothing really detrimental. I'm just kind of nitpicking here. But number one is the watch faces. You only get a certain amount of watch faces, and you can't really download any new ones. There is this third-party app you can download. It's a little tricky, but once you get it working, it kind of works. But the problem with my watch is I do have the global version. That means that I have the international time locked on, and it's by watch faces. I mentioned this in the unboxing video, but there's no way to change that. It's whatever the watch face says. You can't alter the type of... It's 24-hour clock, unfortunately. I can't change it to 12-hour, which we use in the States. But I do think the American version that you can buy online will have a 12-hour clock, hopefully. And finally, apps. There's no apps on this watch at all. And that's totally fine. I never really use apps on my smartwatches anyway, but I do know a lot of people do. A lot of fitness people who really use fitness trackers and drill them, they use a lot of apps. The GPS on this is okay. I wouldn't say it's too accurate, but it's there. It could track your run. I did that once, and it looked about right, but it could be better. I've seen better. And if you're really into that stuff, then maybe the Fitbit Versa would be a better buy for you, because that will get you a few days of battery life, and it is kind of a Pebble successor. But if you're looking just for notifications at a glance, really long battery life, and a decent looking watch, this one's the one. This one is my Pebble replacement. Yeah, that's basically it. This is a great watch. I really love it. I do think this is the best smartwatch out there in terms of an overall package. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Battery life is absolutely the best ever. The notifications look pretty clean. Interface is pretty clean. I do really highly recommend this watch. So check it out. This is the Amazfit Bip from Xiaomi. I hope I'm saying it right. BIP Bip or Beep. I keep saying Beep for some reason, but it's probably the Bip. But yeah, check this watch out. It's great. It's the Pebble successor. I do really think this is the one to replace the Pebble. Once again, I'm Alex with Hypno Tech. Let me know what you guys think of this watch. Let me know about some other smartwatches you guys love. I want to check them out too. And I'll see you guys next time.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!